A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And we are back here on day 2 of our look at soft skills, emotional intelligence, communication, all of those good things we can learn by spending time working with other people,
right?
those we know and like, those we don't know and have just met. But with all different people, you can learn all different skills. Skills you can't really necessarily learn by reading a book or spending time in a classroom or a library.
No.
Skills you learn by living your life and spending time with other people who may not be exactly like you.
Oh, okay. So do we have a warm-up question to get warmed up?
Of course we have a warm-up question. What problems did you have before and how did you solve them? How long is this show? Do we have like 5 hours to talk about all our problems?
Okay, I'll just say one.
Okay,
I had a misunderstanding with a friend.
Oh, that's the worst.
We both thought the other person was upset, but it turned out to be a simple miscommunication. So I solved it by talking to my friend, explaining how I felt, and listening to their side of the story. Once we talked it out, we realized it was just a small misunderstanding and everything was fine again.
There you go. Yeah. Communication was the key to solving that problem, to untying that knot, and to also making you realize that you and your friend are much closer in thought and in mind and in your hearts than you had thought, and a small problem was going to develop into a big one, but communication solved it. Good job. All right, let's get to our article and see what it's all about today when we learn about more useful soft skills.
Soft skills make you stronger in life. Warm-up question. What problems did you have before? How did you solve them?
Problem solving. We face problems every day, from failing a test to having fights with others. Finding the right way to fix a problem is important. Think about the reasons for the problem and see it from different angles. Break big problems up into small parts. Then you'll find the solutions.
All right, our third soft skill is problem solving. This is good.
Okay.
Just before this, we had emotional intelligence, right? How not to lose your mind and lose control of your emotions when you face a problem or when you reach a problem. Here's an even better way. Solve the problem first before you have to, get upset. But yes, problems are, well, a feature, a fact of life. We face problems every day, from failing a test to having fights with others. It's true. Failure is part of life.
Right. Okay. When you fail your test, you could also say you flunked.
Okay.
Right? Or the opposite of that would be you pass the test, right? And what are some common problems we face every day? For me, it's deciding what to eat.
That's a problem?
That's a huge problem.
Why is that a problem? That's a good thing.
Really?
At least you have choices.
It's a good thing.
At least you're not eating the same thing.
Who's very indecisive.
Oh, well, that can be frustrating. Absolutely, yes. Well, finding the right way to fix a problem is important. So we're going to find the right way to fix your problem of what am I going to have for dinner? That is a problem that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, so fix a problem. This means to find the solution or make something work better. For example, maybe if your computer is slow, you fix the problem by cleaning it up or restarting it. Not banging it. Right. Now, fix can also mean repair, surely, or make something that is broken work again. For example, if the chain chain on your bike is broken, you fix the bike by putting the chain back on or replacing it. No,
okay.
Not smashing it.
No, that would hurt you more than the bike, probably.
I know.
Yeah, no, don't do that. But of course, fixing things can be much easier than fixing problems. Fixing problems with things, I should say, can be much easier than fixing problems with people. So that's why you need to use your brain and your emotional intelligence. Think about the reasons for the problem and see it from different angles. Why am I having this problem? Where did it start? And what can I do about it? And can I do different things about it? Do I have options here? You know, with your friend, you can call them up. You can try to talk to them. You can give them some space and some time and let them think about it. You could write them a letter and allow them to answer whenever they want to, rather than meeting them and, you know, going face to face. So there's lots of ways to solve problems with people. The trick is knowing which way to which method to use, which way to try to solve the problem when you have options. But first, realize you do have options and also think about why this problem exists.
Yeah. Another example might be if you're struggling with homework, think about why. Is it too hard? Or are you just distracted, right? Like with your playing cell phone games.
Well, there might be the problem.
By looking at these reasons, you can find ways to improve, like asking for help or finding a quieter place to study and put your phone away.
Definitely put your phone away. That is a big, well, it might not be a big problem, but it can stop you from solving problems.
Exactly.
Because you're busy, you know, distracted. Break big problems up into small parts. That's another good way to do it. If you look at the problem as a whole, oh my gosh, it seems so huge, I don't know where to begin. But if you actually think about it logically and, you know, kind of take it into smaller bites, then you'll find it is much less scary. And then you'll find the solutions. Once your brain is not afraid of taking action, you will be free to take the action, and the solutions will probably lay themselves out in front of you very easily after that.
So this phrase, break A up into B, how do I use it? For example, the teacher broke the project up into smaller tasks. So it was easier for the students to complete, see?
Okay. That's a good way to do things. All right, we're going to take a break, but we'll be back.
Critical thinking. Before you believe anything, think carefully and deeply. For example, when you read anything on the internet, always question it. Check different websites to verify the facts. Doing this can help you make right decisions. There are still lots of soft skills to learn. Why not begin now to get more advantages in the future?
All right, our fourth soft skill. Well, this actually could be a skill you learn, right? By doing things, but you can definitely use it in your normal life away from school. And it is I think this skill is more important now than it was in the past. Critical thinking.
I love it.
Thinking with your brain working, in other words. Before you believe anything, think carefully and deeply. This is kind of like looking at a problem from different angles. When you hear something, think about it from different angles. Think about it carefully and deeply, in other words.
This is so important that I stress about it all the time, but I think the students nowadays, they're not thinking critically. Yeah. So it's an important one.
It is definitely an important one. For example, and this is a big example and a very modern example. For example, when you read anything on the internet, always question it. Absolutely. Anyone can put anything on the internet. It's not like the old days where to get a book published or to get an article in a newspaper, lots of other people had to look at it and go, yeah, that makes sense. We like that. That's true. No, now you can put anything on the internet. It can look as real and as true as it possibly can, but it could just be all lies, all bad information. So always think about anything on the internet and always question what you're reading and also question why the person writing it might want you to think a certain way.
So smart. Yeah, not everything you see is true. You can ask yourself, where did this information come from? Is it from a reliable source?
Yeah, who wrote it?
Yeah, does it make sense?
Exactly. Does it match with all the other things that I know? Is it so shocking that I'm like, oh my gosh? Well, maybe it's not true then.
Right. Yeah, so by questioning what you read, you can make sure you're getting accurate information, guys.
Very, very true. Check different websites to verify the facts. It's kind of like, when you have the police and they're looking for a few witnesses.
Right.
Or in the old days with newspapers, you would have to have 2 or 3 people telling you, yeah, the president lied. And I know 2 or 3 people are telling me this and they didn't talk to each other. So this is probably more likely to be true than if just one person tells you and you just go, oh, that must be the truth. No, check other places, verify the facts, verify the sources as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, make sure the websites are all reliable. They're not like, from a strange whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is paying this person to write this stuff?
Now, speaking of facts, what have you recently fact-checked online?
Okay.
I recently fact-checked the latest Korean dramas to make sure I didn't miss any new releases.
Okay, well, that's a good thing
That's
to
a good, right?
That's a good thing to fact-check. But you can also, of course, do this with serious news.
Well, of course.
It is a very good way, a better way of really getting yourself the true full picture of what is going on. And it says doing this can help you make right decisions or correct decisions, in other words. Yeah, absolutely. If you just believe the first thing that someone tells you, or if you believe the thing that the last person who talked to you told you, and that's how you're going to live your life, well, you got to be very careful because you don't know what those people are trying to get you to do. Right?
Okay, yeah. Well, when I'm faced with a difficult decision, I probably weigh the pros and cons and seek advice from trusted friends or family and listen to my intuition before making a choice. What about you? How do you make a difficult decision, maybe?
Well, I will definitely think about it carefully. I will definitely look for advice and counsel from wise people. I think that old, make a list and have the pros and the cons, the goods and the bads on either side. Intuition is really good. I mean, all of these things we've been learning for a long time because they make sense. They might not be the fastest way or the easiest way to make a decision, but they generally will lead you to the best decision. And of course, that is what we're trying to do. Otherwise, trouble. Back to the article. There are still lots of soft skills to learn. We've covered just 4. Why not begin now to get more advantages in the future? Not only in your professional life, in your job, in your work, your career, but also in your personal life with your friends, family, and loved ones.
For sure. And we mentioned this word advantage. Those are the good things. And the opposite would be disadvantages. For example, advantage of getting Netflix is having access to a wide variety of movies and TV shows for entertainment.
The disadvantage would be you got to pay a bill every month.
Okay.
But for some people, that's worth it.
But I want the entertainment.
Well, then it's worth it for you. That's fine, and it's not that much. All right. Back to the article. What does it say next? Besides these 4 soft skills, what other skills do you think are important? So we've talked about, which ones have we talked about? Communication.
Emotional intelligence.
Critical thinking.
Right.
And what was the other one from today? Having a really good memory.
听完这么多的技巧 soft skills， 你们到底学到了什么呢？千万一定要认真听我现在的单字，要不然你们可能会 fail， 就是不及格或者是不能通过考试这样的意思。它是个动词哦，那当然相反就是 pass， 刚刚有提到哦。For example, I failed my math test, so I need to study harder next time. 我数学考试不及格，所以我下次要更努力的学习。那单字例句怎么用？I failed my science quiz because I didn't understand the questions. 哇，我的自然小考不及格，因为我没有看懂题目，超重要诶。再来就是 fix， 用来表示处理哦，它是个动词。For example, the teacher showed me how to fix my mistake on the worksheet. 老师教我如何修正作业当中的错误。又或者你还可以说 Ivan couldn't fix his health problems, so he turned to a doctor for help. Ivan 没有办法处理他的健康问题，所以当然他要向医生求助。 那刚刚有提到 website， 还记得是什么吗？就是网站啦，它是一个名词。For example, we can find lots of fun games on this website. 我们可以在这个网站上找到很多有趣的游戏。又或者你可以这么用 I check the open hours of this restaurant on its website. 我在餐厅的网站上确认它的营业时间。最后提到的是 decision， 就是决定啦，它是个名词。我刚刚是不是就说了 Choosing what to eat for lunch is a big decision for me. 选择午餐还有晚餐也是，吃什么对我来说是个大决定哦。那又或者你可以这么用 decision. Robert always talks to his family first before he makes a big decision. Robert 做重大决定前都会先跟他家人讨论。刚刚是不是有提到 question 这个字呢？大家有印象吗？那其实 question 它可以当作动词，也可以当作名词哦。当作动词，我们来看一下它的用法，有怀疑的意思啊，像是 When the magician pulled a rabbit out of his hat, everyone questioned how he did it. 当魔术师从帽子里变出一个兔子的时候，大家都很怀疑说，他是怎么做到的？又或者 question 当作名词，这大家比较熟悉，就是问题。For example, she had a funny question. Why do cows moo and not talk? 这个应该是小朋友问了一个很可爱有趣的问题。为什么牛会哞哞叫，但是它们不会说话？OK， 又或者你可以说 During the field trip, Max asked a question about the animals in the zoo. 在校外教学时候 ，Max 他问了一个关于动物园里这个动物的问题哦。好啦，接下来我们就进行我们的 review time。
Review time.
All right, we are back and we have enough time to review our words again. So let's do that. Those 4 words that we saw today were fail, fix, website, and decision. All right, so I have made a decision. We are going to play word definition.
Okay,
yes,
I'll
so
guess
I
the
will
word.
Basically tell you the meaning of the word
Right.
and you have to guess the word that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
When you do not reach your goal, when you do not succeed.
You fail.
You fail.
Aww.
That's right. It's sad, but it happens and, life goes on. A choice that has been taken.
A decision.
A decision. That is very, very good. A place you might go on the internet to see or do stuff.
Website.
A website. Exactly right. And to bring back to working order.
Is to fix it.
To fix it, to repair it, or to fix it. Very well done.
Oh, yay.
Well done, everyone.
还喜欢今天的节目吗？我们就到这里哦。想要跟真人老师1对1线上讨论吗？欢迎加入空中家教，拜拜。